Here's the game played at June 2nd, 3:30 in the morning. And I hear a rumble. There are some thunderstorms nearby. People in Pittsburgh were talking about it. Same storm. Let's move this along. No weird behavior. Bloodies. Hell yeah. Thank you, Survivor. Oh, fuck. This is gonna be fucked up. I didn't realize this was the map. My build is heavily focused on gen control. I have the brutal strength on the bottom, which gives me faster kicks on pallets and generators. On the left is oppression. When you kick a gen and it's active, it will automatically regress up to 3 other generators. And if survivors are working on those generators, they get a bad skill check. The top perk is Surge. When I down a survivor, generators in 32 meters explode and regress. And on the right, we have Beast of Prey. When I enter Bloodlust, I lose my terror radius and red stain until I leave Bloodlust. This build is designed to squeeze out a lot of chase.
Dongarang.
Kick this. Oppression activates, and that notification is somebody dropping a bad skill check. So I know where one person is, I know where this Nancy is, and I can mark her.
Bangarang asterisk.
Bangarang, absolutely. I tend to agree with that. And I'm just interested in injuring people. I can get everybody injured right now. And I drop it here. The other person's too far away, I already know it, and I know what gen they're on because they dropped the skill check earlier. And I want to hold this because there were 2 people on that gen. So that gen has definitely further progressed. I wonder if they nailed that fucking skill check though, because I only got 1 notification when I kicked it. Watch this fast pallet break. Boom. It's not much, but it's fucking, it's brilliant. Somebody with a flashlight thinks they're gonna get me. Maybe that's part of their master plan. Get some basement time though. Notice also Surge regress. I actually want to go back around the palette here. So when I'm all out of perk power, because Oppression's on cooldown, I can't get to a gen right now. I catch her, and notice on the top right, we get 2 generators with this. 2 generators within 32 meters just regressed. They both exploded. And then I get her in the basement here. So we're getting a lot of pressure early on. Earlier, Fang giving me a boost here. I see where everybody else is, and Fang was going for the save, so we might see the person in the basement drop to 2nd stage on this. I'm going to say it's not my fault, not my intention at least. I'm trying to get her around that pallet. I think she has like urban evasion or something. And I'm leaving these pallets up because I just want this room to be a fucking madhouse. I want them to try to vault these. They look like bad pallets to me. Notice that. When Nancy comes around here, also my perk activates here. When Nancy comes around the side, she cannot vault this or I'll get her. There's not enough space for her to make the vault. If I make the attack at the right time and she's in a bad location, she's not going to make it. On top of that, I hit Bloodlust, so my terror radius went away and my red stain went away, so it's harder for her to see me going around that corner. Right there, I decide that Nancy is too strong a chase. I take both of these pallets, kick the gen, Oppression goes off. Any gens that had any progress on them started regressing now. And we'll congratulate Nancy on that great chase because what the fuck. She's also got sprint burst in that fucking hell, so what the hell? She's a professional here. She's got another pallet already. She has a plan. And I'm playing right into it here, but brutal strength is helping me keep up with her. I'm also gonna drop the chase because fuck that. We want gens. Gen control is really what this is about. And my stomp is so fast, I don't even care who's in that room. They dropped the skill check, which regresses the generator a little bit as well. Stab him. I'm gonna chase him through because I need to get that hook. I could also get this pallet, which he's freely gonna give me. This is all good things. I can cut back. I'm gonna wait for oppression. Don't kick the gen.
Jesus, you went up those stairs so fast.
Right? No, that's the glory of the lunge on Legion. When you're in frenzy mode, you can go anywhere. This is bad vault point. If I was coming from the other direction, that would be great for her, but unfortunately, I could just double back. I didn't pop a gen because nothing near me was being actively worked on. Just put her on a hook and moonwalk away, I guess, to get back in this room. This is what I really want. Now oppression triggers again. They either got the skill check or none of the gens are being worked on right now. Keeping in mind, oppression only targets gens that have active progress on them. Only targets 3 generators. They are working on that actively. I heard that movement at the last second from her working on the flap. Just stab everybody that gets in my way. That's the plan. Take this pallet too. So back here, my hesitation. I just want to point out, Feng runs right into me, and at first that could be like an innocent mistake, but she doubles back immediately. So, like, I want to pressure the pallet, but I also want to keep her on that side of it. So I'm going to. Let's drop it right here, because fuck it. It is early in the morning. You want to keep the survivor right on the other side of the pallet. If they're going to leave it, you should follow them instead. But brutal strength. Jake keeps dropping those skill checks. Jake might have a weak skill check like I do. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a fact of the matter. Just like, sorry, some of the time a skill check is going to get dropped. I saved depression on that case because I want to get near gen and find out where they're being worked on first. Because when they get back on this gen, I can hit it with oppression and get some extra regression on it. We got lucky. Jake happened to be moving through this hallway when we wanted to switch tiles. So that's not on Jake. That would just like happenstance. Put him on a hook. We regressed some generators. If anybody was up here, I probably should have looked at the score. If I scored more than once, it meant that somebody was up there. If anybody noticed watching the VOD, then good on you. That's what you should be looking at, is the top right of the screen. If you have a perk that gives you scoring opportunities, it also lets you know when it goes off. So like, if I have a perk that would cause somebody to scream, and they brought Calm Spirit, they're not going to scream, but if the perk goes off, I get the score for it. So they don't scream, I still get the score, then I know who set off my perk. The generator next to me regressed, and I only scored once, for instance. I didn't hear an explosion, so it means that the other generator that's close to me was not being worked on. Feng doesn't want to struggle. I don't know why. Oh. Let me stretch. Let me think about life. Right now, my knee hurts, so things are kind of difficult. Oh, Jake, you poor bastard. I get excited. I almost went after him because it's so early. These are games I play before I go to work in the morning on the weekends. I'm just like, yeah, I want to fuck up some gens. here we're gonna hit this. Like I said earlier, the gen that has a lot of progress is probably being worked on. If it's
Oh wow, pre-work DVD.
yeah, right. No, that's why I'm a little sloppy. That's why I'm not interested in following chases all the way through. I get bored. I want to stay on the gen so I don't lose my progress. When I'm really sleepy, I can get lost in a chase. It's something else that happens in Dead by Daylight. I think they're getting ready for the skill checks. They know when I'm going to kick, especially if I do it next to the hook. And if they can communicate, they can tell me, oh, she's about to kick, get ready for a skill check. And they can either let go of the gen or boss that check. A good combo with oppression and also, honestly, other perks that give bad skill checks is Huntress Lullaby. It's a hex perk from Huntress. That if you get hooks, it gives you tokens, and each token reduces the warning sign between when you get a skill check and when it alerts you. When you have 5 tokens, you have completely silent skill checks. It doesn't work on hook skill checks, but it works on all bad skill check opportunities.
D-A-A-A-A-M-N.
Yeah, and like being a hex, you could take it and then problem solved, but I've had games where it just goes and that's what kills them, is they can't get enough progress. Because in addition to giving in addition to giving silent skill checks, each time a survivor drops a skill check, they lose like 7% of progress. If they get a couple bad skill checks in a row, including oppression here, and including surge, they could be losing 15% of gen progress on a really bad roll. And I happen to get oppression and also down somebody near them. If they have Huntress Lullaby, they're losing like 15% of the gen twice. Or maybe like 10% and 12% of the gen. Still, nasty shit. Here she uses Sprint Burst. I don't even care. Put oppression back down. Kick that gen. They're working on that gen over there, and I get to chase Nancy toward it. So this is a glorious day. I could even use my power to close the distance. Right on cue.
Cool.
I wanted her to enter the... Oh, I confused myself here. I wanted her to enter the new tile so that when I start the chase, I don't use a lot of my power getting there, and I could spend a lot of my power in the tile that she's working on. She's making me go up here, but she takes the hit in trade, and she teabags down there. She doesn't realize that's good for both of us, honestly. It's good for her. She can get away. It's good for me because I get more damage on the field. It's a fair trade, in my opinion. Oh, she's in here. She went back upstairs. I'm going to try it. Oh, she jumped vault immediately. Let's do it. I know she's exhausted because she used her sprint burst to get out of here. And I guess I don't care. Like, yeah, you go that way. You heal yourself. Let's go. Oh, it's because this generator is close to being done. It's, fortunately nobody touched it since I chased Nancy away from it, but this is good information to have. Sucks that I wasted the time and I lost Nancy for it. But I can get points in exchange. Which, like, early in the morning, what more do you want? Good points and enough emblems to safety pip. My opinion. I could kick this gen. This is a shit gen. It'll regress on its own, but what happens is they get a skill check. They lose 6%, 7% of the gen. I get to close in. By the time I get there, I can either... Oh, everybody's healed. I can put some damage down, though. Here's some scratch marks. They went around the corner behind me. Oh. I think she thought she was hidden. I'm not sure what Megan was doing. She might have had a sprint burst, but she squandered it here, too. Oh, the progress. I also went the bad direction around this loop. So I have to go all around 3 corners of this sloppy room. We'll take that trade. Give me that pallet, too. Just fucking kick it. Kick it all. It's fucking payday. I'm almost maxed on Brutal, by the way. Oh, he's good. He's silent. I think he's got Iron Will. Oh, and no, everybody's here. And she's got, I don't know what the fuck that was. That fucking call out. I want you to check this girl's attitude. Keeping in mind, how long has this been? It's not telling me what time it is. We're already so far into this. At 41 minutes. It's been almost 20 minutes now of this bullshit. And this is what Fang is ready to pull out at 3:30 in the morning. As I miss her, she gets a sprint burst runaway, gets behind the pallet, and then just puts her head down like, we're fucking ready, bitch. Let's go. Good juke right there, too. And we're so far away from the gens. Oh, I didn't even get a score on that. Let's just walk in. Rue, what more can you do, girl? I don't even care that Fang is on the ground right now. I gotta stop this from happening. Oh, I missed. If I just... This was the clutch moment. This is why they're gonna escape. All of them are gonna escape. Maybe I'll kill one. I have to hit Jake here. And I'm just ever so slightly off. So they both get it. And now I don't get to regress the gen. If I hit Jake, that gives me enough time to chase the other one down. Good on them for not breaking their focus, though. Like, that's important. Sometimes you gotta stay on it.
Wow, teamwork.
Right? I don't even know where to go at this point. There's only 3 gens left. Here we go. Now I know where to go. This is why I love Legion. This is why I'm a Legion main. It's because you have no information, and then all of a sudden you have all of the information you need. Anybody nearby, you know where they are. If your tear radius is bigger, or you bring an add-on, you can even see further. Cheeky. Alright, this time I'll pick you up. She thinks I'm too frustrated. But, oh, they got a flashlight too. Good try. But the only reason I left her on the ground last time is because I had a generator to protect. And as we saw, I made it there almost in time to take care of it. Since I have brutal strength, let's take care of this. We'll get as much as I can. I already have the score, but I wanna close every loop possible. We're down to 3 gens. I can use my frenzy. One of my add-ons is slight duration increase, so I can use my frenzy to close this gap. It doesn't turn this into a 3-gen, but it turns it into something manageable because I have oppression. Oppression is covering the point for me, and my extra long frenzy is giving me the distance. That's a pallet camp. I don't mind. Somebody has to get on a gen while she's doing this bullshit, so she'll do whatever she can. If I chase her out... Never mind. Oh, we're back here. So this is the thing. This room is where it all started. This is the first gen that we started the game in, and this is the gen they've been fighting over the entire time. Oh, unfortunate. I pressed a button, and we went back to the beginning of the game. That's okay. I get to talk about it. So, like, we come in on this gen. I took both the pallets. I took all the pallets surrounding this. They are still all in the fucking... They're still all in the game at this point. And boom, that resets at 7%. Fang even got close and restarted the gen, which was a bad move. They know I have oppression, so Fang restarting the gen gives me another opportunity to kick the gen. Fucking 3 down. Just walking in. That's dead. That's the 1 kill.
Dog.
That's the 1 kill I thought I would get. I thought they would all escape because that gen was almost done. Oh. And here we see another tell. Is that... Wait, where did I come from? I gotta see this. Yeah, okay. I walked in from this direction. What we see is blood spots. You can see them back there. Look at Jake. Those blood splatters were not from the person I was carrying, and they're not from the people who were on the ground. So this tells me where Jake is. I immediately walk in this direction because I know Jake is over here. Oh, he was even running too. Boom, that's another one down. We'll close the gap. He doesn't have time to pick her up. Now Surge is ready again. I don't think anybody's getting up, but... Oh, he can get the hook saved because that was too early. He doesn't do it, though. He wants to save himself. Now I have no red stain, no terror radius. It doesn't matter. There's nowhere for him to go. 7% more of that gen goes down. I'm going to pick up Feng because she's closest to being up. And who knows if she left her fucking...
GNG.
Yeah, who knows if she left her, like, dead, her, Unbreakable open or whatever. She gave up on the hook. Or she ran out of time. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Feng is dead on hook. She's the other one I thought I could kill. I was going to get one or the other. And then your boy Jake. He tried so hard. This actually turned out really well. And in the end, I want to say, it was my build that kept me in the game. But this map is what really held it together. All the gens are so close together. And in the center here, you have the gen in the big room we were working on and the other gen upstairs, which gives you the chance to spawn. I think the most I've seen in that area is like 4 generators, including the one upstairs, with a lucky gen on the exit gate. So it's like you can get a lot of fucking play with Surge on that map, which is like appropriate because that's a Demogorgon perk. Oh. And I needed 25 breaking pallets or generators, so that was the goal. With the Bloody Party streamers, and we get some bonus points. 68,000 points and 25 pallets broken in a single game. I'm already at 5 stars. Double pip. That's alright. Go for your dreams.
Wowzers.
Good pick, honestly. I fucking love that build, too. Almost everything you do leads to a generator getting regressed. And it got worse recently. I'll get into that later. I think that's almost a max break. 32,000 is. What did they have? We have 2 people have Kindred.
You're too good.
Oh, thank you. This is a fluke, though, honestly. I got lucky in the end, and Surge carried the game. We had 2 borrowed times I did not run into because I keep frenzying. There's the sprint burst. Just the one person had it. And 2 people had Kindred.
Should more than one person not have Kindred?
One person can have Kindred. But if 2 people have Kindred, then that gives you... Okay. Kindred gives you all the information. But if 2 people have Kindred, either one of them is a rando, or they both have the ability to give information in case one of them is indisposed. For instance, if blindness comes into play, one of the people might not be able to use their Kindred. Or if both people are on the hook, then everybody can see the auras anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, let me think about it. If one of the Kindred people goes on the hook, everybody can see the killer's aura. This is a weird example. And then if another person goes on the hook, and then the person with Kindred comes off the hook, the second person with Kindred, and as well as the person that came off the hook, can both still see everybody. And both still give information. So... actually, now I'm seeing 3 people have Kindred on this team. That's bullshit. I don't think that's necessary. Honestly, one of them might be a rando. I could see 2 people using it, especially with 2 people on borrowed time.
LMAO.
This is fucked up. And one of the people with Kindred also had empathy, which allows you to see injured survivors, which against the Legion means she could see everybody all the time. Really weird game, honestly. Extra
I
explanation
never
at the end.
coordinate my perks Bible thump such a pleb.
Nah, you're fine. Honestly, if you look in my back videos, you can see a lot of weird 2-part builds where I put 2 perks together and I make a little combo out of it. And you could use any of those, and now you're not a pleb anymore.